What I was trying to do here was to bring traditional techniques and traditional dishes and classic dishes to a neighborhood that I clearly love. French food in lots of ways historically has been very threatening. People see white tablecloths and sterling silver and glasses and they're afraid of it. I do, I think, a number of things to sort of counter the perception of French food, and we do a mix. We do some hearty stews, we do things that are sort of traditionally considered country fare. I like to play with textures and colors and make sure that food is beautiful. People eat with their eyes. It's important that that be there, but the bottom line is it does have to taste good. It can look absolutely gorgeous, but if it doesn't taste good, yeah, you pretty much just wasted your time. French food, as far as I'm concerned, a large part of it is the magic. You work with carrots and onions and celery and cuts of meat that sometimes are not extraordinary, and over the course of time with a deft touch and the right sauces and the right blends, you come up with something that's really pretty extraordinary.
You say it's always lovely at Le Petite Folie. Tell us why you chose it.
I chose it because it's a charming neighborhood restaurant. It transforms you to a different world when you go there. If you've had a hectic day, if you're looking for a little mini vacation, very Parisian. The location just shocks you once you walk inside. You don't expect to get such an elegant restaurant basically in a shopping mall, grocery store, strip mall kind of place. It's just an all-around charming, elegant restaurant.
This was a wonderful dining experience. I don't know Hyde Park, unfortunately, so I didn't know what to expect. Wonderful room, elegant, understated, conversation-friendly. We went with another couple that we hadn't seen for a while, wanted to spend some time talking. Food was fabulous. Everything that everyone had to eat, from entrees to dessert to appetizers, just couldn't have been better. This was really a hidden gem in Hyde Park. It's the first time I've been there. It absolutely will not be the last.
Well, the owners, Mary and Michael, are University of Chicago alumni, and they did what most of us probably want to do, is chuck up our careers and then go to Paris and study at the Cordon Bleu, which Mary did, and she decided to come to Hyde Park and open up this restaurant. So, Laura, did you enjoy the fruits of Mary's labor?
Oh, it was wonderful. I'm so glad you recommended it, because I would have never gone to it had I not heard about it from you or from anyone, because it was so unique and so tasty.
It's definitely off the beaten path.
Definitely.
You know, you have to let people know you can easily drive by it, so you have to be very clear on how to get there. But it was absolutely, like I said, you're transformed. Transformed. The first time I went there with a friend of mine, it had been a very difficult week for me, and I really went there to sort of mend a broken heart. Totally forgot about my broken heart. The food was therapeutic, and I understand about therapy because I know you're a clinical psychologist. But
Eating is good therapy.
Eating is good therapy, and so I enjoyed the ambiance. I thought the desserts were absolutely wonderful. I had creme brulee, but it's the black walnut. The black walnut, wasn't it fabulous?
It was fabulous.
I had the black walnut creme brulee along with the peach mousse. I recommend the two of them together. I really do. But if you have to choose one over the other, they're equally as delicious. Can't go wrong.
Connie, it's funny you should say that, because one of our favorite things about this restaurant was just some of the pairings that we got. Not necessarily having more than one dessert, but we had shrimp and tomato basil sorbet as an appetizer. And I thought, wow, that sounds kind of different. It was incredible. And each course, things that were put together in a way that I wouldn't have necessarily expected or wouldn't have even occurred to me would necessarily taste good together, everything worked, right down to the smallest detail.
Well, one of the expectations of a French restaurant is that fine French service.
Sure, be right back.
Did you enjoy some particular extra special touches?
Oh, definitely. They called the cab for us at the end of the evening. It was raining. The guy ran out and checked to see if the cab was there. We felt like celebrities being there.
One of the people in our party had the foie gras for an appetizer. They had a special wine pairing with that, and The wine steward came out and really reviewed that for us, talked about what would be a good pairing, what to expect. It was absolutely delicious.
Typically with foie gras, I would recommend a wine with a little bit of fruitiness to it and a softer texture, because foie gras does have that melt in your mouth texture to it. So when you pair it with a wine that's got a little bit of sweetness and that soft texture, it's a really nice complement to it. So I'm just curious to see what they paired with it.
Oh my gosh, I was afraid you were going to ask me that. I think it was a Sauterne, but I won't swear
That's
to
a
that.
very traditional pairing.
Okay.
Again, Sauterne is, it's sweet, it's got that luscious
Right.
syrupy texture, so you can see how it would complement the softness of the foie gras.
Absolutely.
I had the prefixed menu, which was a great value. It was $30. I started off with the onion and cheese tart, then the peppered bistro steak, and then the strawberry souffle, which was a great dessert. You have to go and get it. But it was just a great way the menu was just set perfectly, so you could really try the different flavors that they had to offer in the kitchen.
The duck was absolutely delicious. It came with a fig compote and flan. I think it was fig or plum flan. That was absolutely excellent. It was almost like having a third dessert that night. It was very well prepared. The person that I was with had the trout, along with the green beans and almond that were so crunchy and so just absolutely delicious.
Well, Connie, Le Petit Folie was your selection. Give us your summary.
My summary is that it's a very elegant, understated place. The food is absolutely wonderful, and the staff couldn't be more hospitable.
All right. Jerry?
A hidden gem in Hyde Park. It was my first visit, but it won't be my last. We'll be back soon.
All right. And Laura?
Oh, it was a classy restaurant that deserves a special occasion to go there. It was just perfect.
All right. Well, you can try the French fare at Le Petit Folie, 1504 East 55th Street, 773-493-1394. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, and dinner only on Sunday. Reservations are highly recommended, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is $35.